Does it almost feel like the tradition from last year must continue this year, and that there have to be a close game in this building no matter
Everybody's
what?
taking it so literally. They must have been seeing my quotes from pregame. I still believe in that. If you could just guarantee that we would get a win, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 for sure. To be able to manage through all the emotions and all the late game situations, that's going to clean up our package very quickly. There was probably like 3 random possessions, and there are also possessions that were good. We just didn't score. But that'll get us very focused in making sure that we just continue to try to hone in on that and get the entire package, all the different kind of options, what we're looking for, and then how to make the appropriate plays when we get the ball where it needs to go. But I loved it. I loved the emotion tonight. I loved just the energy. A lot of good things, a lot of great contributions. And I really enjoyed seeing the second unit take that lead to 19. That would have been really cool, to be able to finish that out and have the starters finish. But the second unit can feel great about how they played and how they gave us a terrific boost tonight.
Speaking of the second unit, I don't want to overstate 6 points, but it seems there's a level of trust when you're giving a rookie post touches and having the offense run through him. What would you like about what Jaime was able to do tonight?
Yeah, it's something that he's familiar with. He has an it quality, whatever that it is, but where he'll make the appropriate play. It's not necessarily, like a lot of young players are just trying to, either they're going too fast or they're only looking to score. He was making the appropriate plays. The first one was a flare to Duncan. The second one, then it wasn't open, so he went to work. And the third one, he went and attacked. They converged, and he kicked it out. Those were 3, savvy plays, for a young player. But you can see his footwork, you can see his poise, and his skill level, pretty much all across the board, off the dribble and cuts and things of that nature. We have to keep the minutes where they are right now, but it's hard not to be encouraged by those minutes.
I know it's only one game, and some of it depends on the flow of the game, but did you feel like you guys got the shots you guys wanted, just with the shot chart and the 22 threes, kind of low based on last year's team?
Yeah, it just depends, Yeah, I did like the shots. I didn't like some of the turnovers. And then also, some of those shots, probably more than a half dozen, rimmed in and out. It could look a lot different if some of those shots go down. We're going to get, for all the analytics people out there, we're going to get, our threes up. But we also have guys that can operate in the paint, and that can distort a defense just as effectively. When the right guys are cooking from those areas. But our attacks, our paint touches, a lot of those things were really good. And I really liked seeing Bam, get those 10 free throw attempts was outstanding. He was really good all across the board. Again, doing what he does. All the offensive responsibilities, playing out of the post, screening, getting guys open, his passing, all of those things, and defensively playing the 3 or 4 different coverages that we were doing. He just makes that look really easy.
Coach, there's no doubt that that Detroit team is very youthful. I believe there's not a player that was above 22 in the starting lineup. Can you just kind of talk about the problems that they kind of gave you guys and how they played tonight?
Yeah, you just look at it. You have that many top of the draft guys. Either everybody's wrong, or you're getting top of the food chain talent year after year. If you're getting a bunch of top 5 picks, top 6 picks, and you have a roster full of them, that means you have a bunch of future stars. And Monty, if you know anything about him, he's going to get those guys competing really hard. They're going to get organized. They're going to have a great spirit about them. They're going to get better as the season goes. Yeah, they're a dangerous team because they're young. They don't know what they don't know, but they're incredibly talented. When you have that many high-level draft picks.
Spo, obviously, one thing that stands out, obviously, is the fact that you guys were able to just force them into those turnovers, too, and collectively the whole team, too, even with the second unit.
Yeah, it's good to see. We finally did it in the Houston game. We're sporadic in the other games, but that's a big part of our identity is the activity, the energy level, the effort levels that you commit to every single possession. We want to be disruptive. We want to, get teams out of their comfort zone, and it takes a great commitment, an energy commitment, to do that night in, night out, and you have to build that habit. From the first day of training camp, you can't assume, you definitely can't shortcut, you can't just expect it to happen because you did it the year before. You have to work at it, and when we're doing it, at a high level, it is, it's a great thing to see from the sideline.
You mentioned expanding the lead with the second unit, but Thomas is obviously a big part of that,
Yeah,
and
he
the
was.
energy just kind of
Yep.
jumped off everything. Like, I guess, other than the energy, like, what are the small things that I guess maybe stuck out to you through this game?
His pick and roll defense in our system every day is just improving. Is it perfect? No, because he's learning a different system, and he's a big, but he's been really committed to the process. Doing all the extra work, pre-practice, post-practice, film sessions. The thing you love about TB is that whatever you guys see out there during the game, at tip, he does literally everything at that motor. It could be a one-on-0 workout with Malik, and he's going full speed, sweat. You need 6 towels for an hour workout. It's pre-practice, 3/4 speed. Go through some reps of pick and roll. It's full speed. Getting shots up afterwards, full speed. Like everything is full speed, and that's what you admire about him. We'll be able to fine-tune the details, over the course of the next several months. But his spirit is something I've really enjoyed seeing.
Erik, we won't get to see you until you start the road trip. When you saw the schedule, then you got Boston, they got a back-to-back to Minnesota, and then you got Milwaukee's your first road trip. Just your thoughts about that and just the immediate challenge ahead with that level of competition, please.
Yeah, let's go. We're competitors. We don't want to hide. We don't want to dodge anybody in this league. This league is about competition, survival of the strongest, and I'm sure they've circled us on the calendar, and that's what if you're really all about it, that's what you want. And we're looking forward to getting on this road trip and getting this season going. Okay, thank you.
Locker room is open. Van and Jimmy will be coming in.